Well, why spend 100 million ISK on a worm when you can get half the price and make just as much ISK in a hawk? Yes, our Omega Abyss series continues with a hawk, so if you want the best Eve guides, you came to the right place. Ladies and gentlemen, Loru here, digital advertiser, content creator, and Eve enjoyer for the better part of 10 years now, and this is the hawk. This is the T2 version of the Merlin, and yes, not a big brother, but a cousin of the worm. Looks very, very similar. And here's why this ship is going to help you out. I also like its spinning bits. It's fantastic, okay? You're going to do T1's and T2 exotics in this. We're going to talk about the differences. Just you wait. You are going to get a bonus to light missile and rocket damage and shield booster. And of course, you're going to be focusing on kinetic light missile damage. That kinetic is actually why we're taking it into exotics, because it means your DPS gets increased and pushed to its limits. Amazing stuff. Let's check out the fit. This will be in the description for you. Always free. Let's see how this goes. Now, before we go any further, I want to talk about the loot of this thing and how this goes. Now, you can, and we did this on stream, take this into T2s. But we had way more luck in T1's. And in T1's, I was able to do this. T1 exotics, I was able to do about sub-6, sub-5 minute runs. And if you do 15 to 20 runs in an hour, you're going to make over 100 million ISK an hour. When I did T2s, we were doing about this much. This is about 13 million ISK every 10-ish minutes. So if we do, let's round down. Okay, let's round down. So if we do 12 million ISK times 6, because you're going to do 6 in an hour, that's about 70 million ISK a run. So you can do T2s in this, but I recommend you do T1s. So even I'm going to change the name of this, the T1 Exotic Hawk, because that's the one you get more ISK per hour. That's the goal here, and it's less stressful. The T1s were super easy. Let's talk about how to fly the ship and why this fit works. Okay, the first thing is that this is going to go into exotic, and your win condition is this guy right here, is your shield booster. Now, we are a cap stable fit. You don't have to worry about anything. There's really nothing else to fit in the mids. We're cap stable because we have the double cap recharger and a small cap battery tech 2. These are going to make you cap stable. You can literally leave everything on and you don't have to worry about your capacitor at all. This does mean that you also have some serious newt competition. If the newts come at you, they're going to be a priority. They're going to be the ships that you're going to fly and kill first. You're going to see us fly against some of those newts in just a sec. At the end of this video, we're going to feature some combat for you, T1s and T2s. Thank you for that. Okay, it might just be T2. We'll see. You're going to see a match at the end of this video. That's my point. Okay, thank you. The afterburner, you're going to be able to overheat this to 13, just shy, and your active shield is going to go to, let's go to the active one. Thank you. To 33-ish HP second, up to 42 with the various skills we have. Some tech for you. You're going to use 4 light missile launchers, but you're going to see that I have Tech 2 ammo in only 3 of these. In the 4th one, we have our faction missile ammo. This goes out to 55. That is the reason. The Tech 2 goes out to 41. The faction ammo is going to go out to 55. You've seen this in our other videos. This is the I'm going to pop the loot cache missile launcher. Okay, this is the, I'm just going to quickly hit that while my main DPS is focused on some other things. You're going to see that in our matches. That's why we do that. So no drones here. No drones. That's why we do that, so we can make sure to keep this going and keep flying it well. So you're going to bring these 2 types of things. Make sure you bring repair paste, y'all. You're going to need nanite repair paste when and if you do overheat your stuff. You're going to need to overheat in a couple rooms, especially when you do T2s. If you're doing T1s, probably not going to be that big of a deal. The Cinnaball room in the T1 is going to be something you want to overheat for sure. We're going to try to feature that match for you. Okay, so check that out for sure. Double ballistic control systems in the lows, EM hardener in the rig, and loading bay accelerator in the rig. All in all, a very standard fit. And just to bring a hard shell, just in case you have a sticky situation, you can get some increase, 5% increase to your shield booster for a little bit to make the runs a little bit more simpler for you. When you look at our runs, you're going to see that we needed that in a couple of rooms, and it was very, honestly, kind of frightening once we almost died in a couple of those. Okay, so this is the fit, but why should I just fly this? No, it's not just me. You saw these are 60 million apiece. We're going to give 3 winners, 3 of you. Yes, 3 of you. We're going to get these fully fit hawks, and we're going to give you some abyss tags for you as well, putting that up to about 70 million ISK. All you have to do enter this giveaway is first be subscribed to my YouTube channel. My bot's gonna know if you're not subbed, then you'll be disqualified. The second thing you have to do is type in the comments below, Omega Abyss. Please do that in the comments. And the third thing you have to do is in that same comment, put your in-game name. I have to know who the heck send the contract to. That's how we're going to do those 3 things. You'll be eligible to win these fully fit Hawks. Each and every one of you are going to get one of these. 3 of you are going to get one of these. Let's get it done, y'all. We love doing these giveaways for y'all. Let's see how it flies in space. Let's check it out right now. All right, y'all. T2 in the Hawk. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see. It doesn't go all the way to 11. Great reference, Wag. Great reference. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here we go. Fire Watchers are scary stuff. Fire Watchers are going to newt the heck out of us. The newts are scary. Fire Watchers are first. Okay, we're going to immediately start throwing these out at these guys. And good, look at that. We got some... I might actually get a little bit close to that and see if those help me out. We do have an escort here. Let's take out these Fire Watchers, and then inevitably it's going to be the FELTs coming in. Looks like my missiles are getting destroyed by these stupid things. We're just going to keep damaging them as best we can. Fire Watcher, Fire Watcher. Then we're going to see about the escort, because the escorts might web me. I don't remember. We're going to find out. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's just keep getting away from these nerds. Fire Watcher is in the middle of that stuff. He is taking some damage. Good, good, good. Keep focusing the DPS. And then we're looking. The Dissipator is actually going to be a problem. Yeah, let's get the Dissipator next. Dissipator sounds like E-War, and I just want to get rid of it. So we're just gonna... This is a T2 chat, so we're gonna try our darndest to go as fast as we can. There's another Aegis coming in. The Lancers do damage, but not really worried about those guys. TBH, really not worried about these guys. Let's just keep going this way. There's a speed cloud there if I ever need to get the heck out of dodge. Keep hitting this Dissipator. Who's nuding me? And there it is. What did I say, chat? The Dissipator sounds like E-War, and the Dissipator's literally nuding me. Let's take this guy down, stop him from being alive, and then keep us going. We're going to prioritize, once the E-Ward frigates are gone, we're going to prioritize hitting the cruisers, because this ship does really well against cruisers, extremely well, and we're still we're not far from the spot there either. Let's start thinking about the bioadaptive cache. We're nice and stabilized, do really good damage against these cruisers. We'll start thinking about the bioadaptive. Once this Lancer is dead, we'll take this bioadaptive out and keep it going. Okay. Going well so far. We're all going to die. Somebody slap me. I mean, at some point, chat, we're all going to die. That's just what happens, right? That's just how it goes. All right. Yeah, I think the rockets might be better with the Hawk. You can see they get on top of you anyway. And that extra DPS, like imagine those Damavix room. Imagine the Damavik rooms we were just in, but we do an extra 100 DPS, right? I mean, they just get deleted. You know, that's how it is. And then we also have tank mods. We might actually have to leave this area. We're going to see if we're missing, because our missiles were in this little field now, this whatever the heck it's called, the deviant automata thingy. Okay, let's keep hitting this guy. And is my afterburner on? Goodness gracious, chat. We're not going as fast as I thought we were. Only 900. He died doing what he loved, getting slapped repeatedly by strangers. Maybe that's what happened, guy. Maybe that's what happened. So you're bigger than life. The end stream comes to me. The end stream comes to me. I'm bigger than life. I just think I'm normal size. You know what I mean? I just think I'm normal sized. I think that's I think that's what it is. Lucid Escort's about to go. Let's head right towards this conduit. We would get nice and close. And one more Aegis coming in. We're going to keep watching this guy to make sure our missiles are hitting him. It looks like we are. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're up to Hulk Hogan. I'm telling you, man. Everybody knows who he is. Everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is, even if you didn't watch wrestling. That's just how it is, chan. So let's orbit this at like 500 just to keep our transversal going. You know, we're not going to die to a frigate, but why not? Okay. All right, everything turn off, reload. And once we're kind of halfway done with the reload cycle, first room in a T2 has been completed in sub 4. That's what we like. We actually want sub 4. That is our goal. Okay, so far so Gucci. Let's see this next one and how we do. Let's see this next one. That was a bit of an easier room. Let's see what we got. A bunch of FELTs and an obfuscator, and let's just go straight up. Let's just get the hell away from these guys like we did last time. And bioadaptive cache is in range. Let's start poking this. Lancer, obfuscator. I think the obfuscator is going to be, yeah, that's a dampener. We want to take out the obfuscators for sure, because those guys are going to take out my, it's still 41, but that's still fine. Yeah, and there it goes. That might have killed that. Yeah, it did. Great. Let's keep hitting these obfuscators. All of the obfuscators are going to be first, just because they do the silly E-War, and they're going to keep getting taken down. Do I overheat in this room? Bunch of cruisers. We do a ton of damage. Let's see how fast we kill some of these guys. So we see no other E-Wars are hitting. I can't see anything. Let's keep hitting these. Like, imagine this room with rockets, y'all. They're all... I can't see a damn thing. They're all getting within range of me. They're all getting within range of the rockets. We could totally do that. So, no need. Yeah, exactly. I don't think so. Not in this room. Not in this room. Now I'm looking at like how I fly the Hawk without rockets is with light missiles, very different than with rockets. You can see the range on these. We can just fire and forget, we can roll around. The rockets are going to be way more micro intensive, and we're really going to have to get right close to the ships. I think that's still fine because we're going to kill them fast. We did take a ton of damage there at the start. These Lancers started to hit me a little bit more. Even the Obfuscators poke me a little bit more. I think the DPS increase is still going to help. We're going to have to test it though, because man, those trig rooms are going to be just a problem when you're when you have to be so close to them. You can't keep them at range. One of the benefits of light missiles is you can just go at range and just go like, hey, come and get me if you want. Catch me if you frickin' can, baby. Try it out. Try it out. All right, let's go after this Obfuscator now. Cool. Good news. It looks like this is still working. We've got a wide orbit on the central conduit at about 6K. You want to orbit at a distance where you can go your maximum speed. So our maximum speed is 937. We're going at about 8 to that. So we actually want to do it a little bit more. We're at 6K. Let's go to 8K. Let's go to 8K. You want to orbit the central conduit at a little bit more than your max speed, because if you orbit it at less than your max speed, you're missing out on transversal velocity. You're missing out on some stuff you can use to take less damage, and we want you to take less damage. Yeah, that's what we want. 10 million. We've still got 14 minutes left, sub 6. We're going to think about getting closer to that central area in just a moment. Okay. Melted all the way. Now, maybe I should have overheated this, because you can see that this took me about 3 minutes. We want this to take 4 minutes. That's a good amount of time. Let's start heading back towards this guy. Let's orbit this at like 500 just so we can get right close on him. Still want to keep the transversal up. But want to make sure that we're not taking free pot shots. So normally lock your guns in groups. Yeah, always. That's how we do it. I never keep them. I don't know how y'all do with like you have 4 guns and you just keep them all on the bar. I don't understand how y'all can keep track. It's just too much to click for me. I'm an MMO player. I'm a World of Warcraft player back in the day. That's how we did things, baby. That's how we did things. Let's turn everything off. Let's keep in range. Let's reload this once it's about halfway. We keep going. Okay. Final room. This is doable. There's just some scarier rooms. This is doable, you know, and we haven't need to activate our hard shell yet. Knock on wood. We're about to, now that we said that. Okay. We're about to. Thanks, honey. It's good to see you. We're about to end stream, by the way, honey. We're going to end stream very, very soon. So, all right, this is the last room. What do we got? We do have a single Rodiva. Oh, no, we don't. We also have these rogue drones, these Teslas. We're going to add this to PvP tab. Let's go this way. Let's get right in that speed cloud. Let's get these Teslas first. The Rodiva is really honestly easy. I'm looking for blast needles, ember needles. We're going to hit these little roguey drones first. We're going to hit these guys first. We're going to go right towards this speed cloud so we can go nice and fast. Try to take these guys out one at a time, and then the Rodiva will be last. Rodiva will be last. I'm going to watch the Rodiva. I don't think the Rodiva heals up these guys. And I'm going to focus fire these frigates. What do you think about that? What do you think about me focusing down these frigates? Do you think I should go after them in split, or do you think I should focus them down? I'm not sure. I honestly could tell you, I just don't know. Let's go right for this bioadaptive after this frigate dies. This room is going to be very simple, very easy. This is actually the easiest room so far. Y'all, absolutely. We'll just keep hitting these frigates, and then we'll hit the Rodiva last. The Rodiva heals up by itself, not a problem. This thing looks cool. I'm glad you like it, honey. This is a really cool ship. It's called a Hawk. Chat, my wife is in chat right now. She's gassing up the stuff. Look at this. It's amazing. So let's loot this stuff. Let's keep looking at the Rodiva. The Rodiva is going to spool, so maybe I should have hit the Rodiva first, but honestly, I am not worried about a Rodiva. It does not do DPS at all. This is the Healy ship, and it's a renewing Rodiva, so maybe I should have poked this guy first, but honestly, you know what I mean? Like, you know, sure, it's not just emote. It could be. I didn't know you could pull down targets into a new row. There it is. Chat, you learn something new every day. You can literally pull them like, I use that to prioritize what we're shooting, right? Use that to prioritize what we're shooting. We're going to keep orbiting this at like 1,000. This is the last room. This was another sub. This was sub 9. This was a 9-minute run in the abyss. Doing real great so far. This Rodiva is starting to spool up on me. The damage is hitting. I should have hit a couple of those drones, and then I should hit the Rodiva. See, look, we're not stable anymore. It's starting to, it's spooling. It's spooling. I should have hit the Rodiva first. Notes for you. Kill like 2 or 3 drones and then keep hitting the Rodiva, because it's not worth it getting some wrecking shots on you. Hi, wife. My wife literally made an account named Mrs. Loru. It's fantastic. All right, chat, let's go. T2's. Done. 13 million ISK out of this in 9 minutes. Let's call it 10 minutes. That means, let's call it a 12 million ISK. every 10 minutes. Okay, 12 times 6. That means you're making about 70 million ISK a run. I think the verdict is in, ladies and gentlemen. And it's better if you take this fit into T1's, because you make closer to 100 million ISK an hour doing sub 6, sub 5 minute runs in this exact fit in T1's. You can do T2s. You've seen us do it. T2 possible. Let's see. We'll do another fit of these a little bit later, see if we can do rockets instead of light missiles and see how that goes. Wow, the Hawk doing T2 Abyss did pretty well, I think. And if you want more Omega and Alpha Abyss series, check this play. Excuse me, right here. It's right here. And if you want more EVE guides, sub to the best channel for EVE Online. Thanks for 32,000 subscriptions on YouTube. Thanks very, very much. We'll see ya in the next one. Thanks very, very much.